Hi, this is Jonathan Raymond, Superintendent of Schools for the City School District of New Rochelle. And I'm joined here today by Carl Thurno, who's our Director of Facilities and Maintenance and Buildings. And we want to give you a little bit of an overview and show you that in 7 weeks since Hurricane Ida, the reconstruction, and we're poised to reopen at New Rochelle High School on Monday, November 1st.
So I'll start by saying that we had an extensive amount of work to do. This is a typical classroom. We had 4 to 5 inches of water in this location. And as part of the reconstruction project, what we did was removed all of the wet and damaged materials. So for example, all of the walls had the sheetrock removed approximately 2 feet up the walls. That was all replaced. Insulation was replaced. The wall material itself, the substrate was dried out. We had a certified industrial hygienist working hand in hand with us on site the entire duration, and no new materials were installed until the professionals determined that the materials within the wall systems were in fact dry. We reinstalled those walls. There is a plastic material behind this new 6-inch base that you see, and that is designed to prevent extensive repairs in a future flood. So that plastic material will not absorb water, and it is hidden by a little bit taller base. So that will save us some time and effort in the future if we have the unfortunate circumstance of this happening again. We have all new floors, new walls, and new paint with an antimicrobial paint. There was so much moisture in the building because of the humidity that we replaced the vast majority of ceiling tiles in many of the spaces as well. And then finally, in this room, we removed all of the heating registers from the walls, and there is an insulating material behind those heating elements that was damaged with water, and all that material was removed. All the heating systems were cleaned, and then new insulation material, which doesn't absorb water, was installed behind the heating elements, and then everything was returned to normal.
Carl, do you want to talk about the sheetrock? The different sheetrock that you also had installed?
Yes.
That was really fascinating.
Typical sheetrock is a paper-faced material, and it will absorb water, and we, as I mentioned, put in the 5 inches of plastic at the base of the wall, and then we used a newer product called a purple board, and that is a newer type of sheetrock with a different type of facing on it, and that facing will not absorb water and will not grow mold in the future. So that, in combination with our antimicrobial paint and the 5 inches of plastic at the bottom, will save us a tremendous amount of effort in the future.
So I think I just want to also point out that we're so fortunate that we have Carl here in New Rochelle with us. Carl was able to get a demolition crew that was en route to Louisiana to detour north, and we were able to get the demolition work going as soon as possible. Literally, when the rain stopped, this crew was in here with special drying machines, ventilation machines, air purification machines, and they started the demolition work literally within hours of the rain stopping. And it was because of that effort, and because also we had a lot of crews and contractors that Carl knew who had done work for us this summer. We were able to quickly bring them into this project with warehouses of material, because they knew that when their business is schools, you've got to have materials. So I think the fact that we have such a seasoned pro expert in our school district enabled us to get back online, while other school districts throughout the state and the country are still scrambling to try to find people to just start the repair projects.